Timo, obviously the news this morning that Nico's not going to be able to play. You guys already have Markey out. What type of challenge, what type of moment is this for you guys, particularly without those two huge people and leaders?
Yeah, definitely two players that are very important to the team, but that's how it is. You're gonna during the season, guys sadly get hurt, but that's the reality, and we gotta, you know, battle through it. Obviously play hard. Everybody, just gotta make sure they step up their game, especially with guys like that missing. But that's what it comes down to. Everybody, stepping up and win a win for them.
And not just stepping up, but just almost, I would imagine, trusting what has been put in place will take care of absences like that.
Yeah, at the same time, you don't want to change too much your style of play. You want to stick to your plan, and like I said, this game tonight is going to be a hard-fought battle. Lost last game to them, so it's going to be a bounce-back game for us. In their building where they play hard. The fans are going to be loud, but it's on us to play our game.
What did you learn from that last game that you can kind of correct tonight?
Yeah, we didn't break out well last game against them. It was low one game, but we also didn't play our best game. So we gotta definitely play with more intensity, but starts with breaking out the puck better and then getting on the forecheck. We've been doing a better job of on the forecheck. So like I said, we got to establish our game early and have it for 60 minutes.
Is that a little bit like you kind of got sucked into their game, how they want to play a little bit more than you kind of were hoping
I
for?
think the breakouts is a key thing where, it starts with your possession and then they get the forecheck and they get to play in your zone. So you want to turn that around and do it to them and make sure they have to defend more. So like I said, it's going to be a hard-fought game.
Dawson, obviously, this is a big moment for the team without having Nico available to you guys. Markey's out. We talked about that. I mean, how do you sort of embrace what this challenge becomes to weather that right now without these two players?
Yeah, it'll be a big game for us, obviously, with those guys out. Just need guys to step up. Obviously, Jager's been doing a great job all season when he's called upon, and then with Nico out, he takes a lot of face-offs, so it's a big responsibility for us tonight to try to bear down on those and try to win those. But overall, that's two massive losses for us, but just need guys to step up, next man up mentality, and have a good 60-minute game out here.
You're going to be slotted into that 2C where Nico tends to be. What sort of challenge does that bring to you? And you mentioned face-off. You took a ton in that game in Montreal as well.
Yeah, besides the face-off aspect, just Nico's, that full 200-foot player, so I just want to make sure that hopefully go out there, play good defensively, but also create some offense there with Nace and Timo. So make sure we're all on the same page and then try to get a lot of momentum going and just kind of roll with it.
You've been playing with Timo for a couple games now. What do you sort of like about that type of connection that you guys seem to have found together?
Yeah, well, I know when he has the puck, he wants to get it to the net and get shots and find a way. So me and Nace both love going around the net and finding those different type of goals. And I think hopefully if we can just keep doing that and be on the same page and support each other, be close when we need help during the battles, and I think we'll do just fine.
What do you remember from that last game against Philly that maybe needs to sort of, dial in a little bit more here, maybe those breakouts a little bit?
Yeah, just obviously when we have the puck, we want to keep it, make sure that we make the right play with it. And then when we do get the opportunity to make plays, but when it's the right time, just play smart. But when we get opportunities, we want to score. But definitely get back to our game, not like we did last time against them there.
When you slot to the middle like you are tonight, is it more offensive that you have to kind of tweak things a little bit, or more defensive side you got to tweak your game a little bit?
I think it's just a big part of the supporting the puck. You're the middle guy, so you kind of got the D have it. You want to be close to them, or read the play and be far away to be closer to where the puck's going to go. I think that's the main thing with it. Just trying to play a few steps ahead to make sure that when the puck arrives in that position, you're there already to help your teammate.
It's a little bit of a different mindset challenge, more than anything physical, it sounds like.
To be honest, I like it. I played it growing up, and but obviously, you switch and you adapt and be versatile, play different positions. But I loved it growing up, so whenever I get a chance to go back in there, I enjoy it.
Sheldon, we can start with your two absences this morning in Nico and Jack. I know Jack's going to play, but how is Nico doing right now from that cross-check in Montreal?
He's doing okay. Similar to the other night, so he's gone back to Jersey to get evaluated, and we'll have more information once we get that figured out.
And then when it comes to Jack, obviously, taking a couple morning skates off, and we talked about it last game, is he still kind of limited in the face-off situation and what you've got there?
Well, like the biggest issue, they're just trying to limit the amount of time he spends inside the glove at this point. So that's a big part of why not skating in the morning. And, it's getting better, I think, by the day. So in terms of face-offs, I think that'll be determined once he gets out there tonight. But it's just something for him to manage. Obviously, he's able to play through it the other night. Scored a huge goal for us. So he's managing and pushing through it as best he can. But there's certain situations, such as face-offs, where it's helpful for us to be able to limit him that way and just kind of keep him pushing through it.
We've talked so much about when you have player absences that, the structure takes care of everything else. But when you put Dawson in that role where Nico is, like, what type of challenge, what type of opportunity presents itself for him personally here?
Oh, it's a more prominent position, Obviously, Nico's means a great deal to our team. Like, he takes on so much. He might have the hardest job in hockey right now in terms of the level of competition he plays against, the face-offs he has to take in both dots and all three zones, and power play, face-offs, penalty kill. So he means a great deal to our team. So if you take him out, then there's opportunities there for others to step up. I think if you're someone like Mercer, you're wanting those opportunities. You're wanting to be leaned on. You're wanting to be counted on. And to me, he was outstanding in the third period the other night in Montreal. We asked him to step into that role, and that's what you need. So it's little things like that help you find your way through. So it's individuals stepping up, and then it's collectively the group just tightening up.
With Jack, he's kind of banged up. Is there any concern with him going forward, going to like the Four Nations face-off, with him playing for?
No, this is an hour-to-hour, day-to-day thing. It's stitches in a cut. That's all. Once that's healed, he'll be good to go. And as you saw, he's playing through it just fine.
What did you learn from, I guess, 8-9 days ago when you played against Philly that you can kind of work to your advantage tonight or improve from that game that can help you tonight?
Yeah, there's lots of areas we need to improve, but they play hard. They've been, not just how they played against us, they've been playing really well here, for quite a while, and very dangerous in transition with their speed that they generate coming out of their own end, and just they defend real hard, clog lanes, block shots, so it's hard to get to their net. So those are all things that we got to find our way through. But our game's in a better place now than when we saw them last. So that in itself, we're hoping it can improve our performance against them.
In what area specifically is the game better than that?
Well, I just think we're executing way better on offense. We've been way more connected from breakouts to neutral zone and getting through to the offensive zone. So we've been generating far more. The Montreal game we just played was one of our better offensive games that we've had in terms of chance generation. So it's going in a good direction there. And defensively we've been better and limited the chances and shots against, and we've kind of had a little bit of both things happening. Where previously we maybe played well defensively, but offense wasn't matching, and or vice versa. So we think we're in a better place here right now, and that's where you need to be to continue to pick up points.
You talked about the opportunity for others like Dawson to step up in Nico's absence, but on the face-offs, it's not just the face-off man. The wingers got to do their job. Is there more of an emphasis of what they might have to do when you lose your top face-off?
Yeah, I wouldn't say more, because we talk a great deal about that. 50-50 races coming off the drop and winning the secondary battle that happens after the face-off. So we emphasize that a lot. Even when he goes out there's a lot of pucks that lay around, a lot of tied up pucks. We don't really have centers that win the face-off back clean. There's not a lot of guys in the league that are able to do that consistently. It is a lot of the secondary battles, so it's a lot of the other guys on the ice that have to help win them. And in some cases, that's why the stats get a little skewed as well, because it becomes hard to really determine what actually happened on the face-off versus what happened after. So that's why we keep our own internal stats.
You mentioned it, that Philly did a good job clogging up lanes in their defensive zone. 31 blocked shots. You talked about needing to create more movement. What does that more so look like in the offensive zone to get more of those looks here tonight?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of finding ways around the block, meaning like move the puck to different lanes quickly, get it on off our stick, and then deliver it quickly. There's times when there is a lane there, we need to get it to the good spot versus overthinking it and allowing the lanes to get clogged and the structure to settle in. So it's a bit of a mix in that area. I thought we did a real nice job in Montreal of that, where we shot around the block and got things through. Sometimes, of course, they got the blocks, and that'll happen tonight too. But we just need to get some more good pucks to the interior. So that's been good in the other zones as well to help us be. The cleaner we are coming out of our end, and the cleaner entries we're going to get. The cleaner entries we get, the more we're going to be able to make the next play to get a clear path to the net.
You still have a few weeks until the break, but how valuable is that 2 weeks off going to be for your team to rest up and heal their bodies more?
Yeah, I think it'll be important for everyone in the league. It's been a tough schedule. When you have a break like that, you're going to have a condensed schedule as a result. That combined with you getting to the point of the year where things start to add up a little bit between illness and injury, and I'm sure everybody's looking forward to the break, but there's plenty of work to do before then.